after seeing what was happening in his community, friends passing away, life stories sanitized, as he put it, at funerals, homophobia, all the discrimination that surrounded the disease, Craig got tested, disclosed his status with the support of his partners.
Today is very important because for the first time we have a national plan, a national effort at coordinating efforts, at setting goals, a timeline, at prioritizing populations, and at working to challenge stigma on a national level.
Because I think it's a culmination of several decades of work to really have an adequate response to the epidemic here in the United States. And it's wonderful that this administration, and particularly President Obama, has taken this seriously to really take the momentum that has been there in the communities for so long and galvanize that to put it together for a comprehensive national plan. First time ever we have had this kind of a national plan and this kind of high...
I think it's one of the greatest times where the President has actually come up with a formalized plan how to deal with the epidemic here at home for AIDS. For quite some time we've been complaining that America has AIDS, but we're not doing enough about it. And I think this, for the first time, puts together a solid plan that, while there's still more that can be done, I think it's a great beginning, and I think that there's much more hope to come.
Today's important because it seems like very slowly we're edging towards the recognition that this is a national emergency.
Because it's the first day of a real opportunity to turn the corner on the HIV/AIDS epidemic in the United States of America.
I totally agree. Like, this is the culmination of a process, and now the hard work begins.
We've worked hard for 30 plus years, and it's now our time. And I'm glad to be here to share this magnificent moment with you in IMAC.
It's extremely important, and nearly 30 years into today's epidemic, and we finally have a national AIDS strategy in the U.S. You know, one thing I've been saying over and over and over again, you know, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Now, finally, you know, we have an opportunity to at least decide, you know, what does success look like, where we're going, and to figure out a way to get there.
It is actually a roadmap and a plan to addressing this disease of where it is, and I'm very excited about that.
It's important for me because after so long of working in this arena, 28 years, it's important that the information get out. It's important also that we have black women a part of all of this.
Very most important day, given that this is the first time the President of the United States has issued a national AIDS strategy that will give us a roadmap, a direction to move forward, albeit funding's attached to it, and we have yet a lot of work to work on.
Today is important for me because this is one of the most memorable days in the HIV/AIDS war.
It's unacceptable that we've required all other countries to have a strategic plan before they're eligible for funding from the United States government, and we ourselves did not have one. Now, I'm really excited about it. I think that it creates some opportunities for us moving forward. It certainly puts out a plan for which we can hold the administration accountable.
Are you filming me?
Yeah!
Can I have a minute?
Strategy to fight HIV/AIDS in America that the President of the United States is behind and funding to some degree. And so therefore it is a most important first step. It's not the only thing that needs to be done, but because it has brought together a wide constituency, because we seem to be working in concert, this is probably one of the better days in the whole fight against HIV.
Why is today important to you?
Why is today important? Because for the first time ever we have a national HIV and AIDS strategy. And seeing friends come and go, I'm just excited that finally, once again, now we get to highlight this issue again. And the strategy, I'm looking forward to looking at that.
Today is important to us because we need to take a leadership role in addressing HIV, particularly in communities of color. If we don't have a national strategy, then we all are working counterproductively. Together we can work in concert and really eliminate this threat to our entire society.
It's important. I think it could have been more impactful had we done a more comprehensive strategy with a little bit more teeth to it. I think we needed to have a little bit more ambitious goals. But it is important that we do actually now have a plan.
It's important because we never had a national AIDS strategy, which is shocking.
and the epidemic has been kind of spiraling out of control as far as I'm concerned, and this is the first time we've seen from the presidential level a strategy outlined. Now, whether that strategy is meaningful or not depends a lot on a lot of the actors in this.
Today important.
Today's important because the HIV and AIDS community came together over the last 3 or 4 years to mobilize in every community in every state across the country to say to our president, we need you to help us with this issue. We need your leadership. He delivered. He listened to all of us, and there have never been this many TV cameras in the room in the last 4 years. HIV is on his agenda. It's back in the American people's agenda.